Hi everyone, Stephen Daniel Kakmak here from McConnell Bourne. With auction rates picking up and big demand out there for homes in the area, we've been chatting to a lot of our buying community around negotiating and actually being able to secure the right property.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, things are picking up again, and when the market does start to pick up and there's buyer activity, the negotiation process can be a little bit daunting and a little bit overwhelming. Steve and I do this every day, so we thought, why don't we offer our insight to help you guys and discuss our signature negotiation process. Hopefully that'll help you own your next home.
Absolutely. Step one. Now, before we even talk about submitting offers or anything like that on the property, you need to get a really good understanding of the situation, get the story.
Yeah, so the situation obviously is the home in question that you're chasing, but there's usually three people involved in the situation, or three parties. The first obviously being yourself, the buyer. With any buyer comes a seller, so the owner of the home, and the agent involved as well. So what we need to do is we need to understand the situation with all three components. Now, the agent, obviously being the conduit, is going to be the person to go to. So when you first get to the property, if you think that it is of interest, the first thing you need to be doing is going into research mode, going into question mode. So asking a lot of questions about the story of the home. When did the owners purchase it? How long have they been here? What's their motivation for moving? Have they done any recent works, and were those works done with the intent of selling, or were they done for them? Next, you need to establish obviously what the agent and the owner's expectation is around the price guide. Is it an auction or for sale? What sort of pricing are they looking at? Is there a guide that's been set in place? And what are the recent sales that they're using as evidence to substantiate the price? Now, a really good agent will have a list of those recent sales on display, or at least be able to make reference to and send you some information along that.
Okay. I think it's important, going back down to the motivation, you want to find out if the owner is actually a seller. Are they committed to selling the property, or are they just trying things on? Chances are they do want to sell it, but also looking at comparable sales. Get as much information around, and not just what the owner and the agent thinks are the comparable sales. Get those list of properties, and look anywhere between 3 and 6 homes or apartments around the property that you think actually could actually be comparable.
Yeah, and do your own research as well, because some of the comparables that the agent might send
might
you
not be relevant.
That's right. Some might be omitted. Some may be just because they're in a specific price range. So really do your own understanding. Also, if it's an auction property, get a feel if the owner would look at any pre-auction offers. Okay. And what you're looking for is a knee-jerk response from the agent. Now, if the agent says yes, well then, okay, we can park that and we can talk about that. If the agent says no, and you've seen the property in the first week or two, don't necessarily be discouraged and feel as though that's it, this property's going to auction, it's going to go for miles, I'm not even going to bother. That may not necessarily be the case. The agent and the owner may just be looking for a bit of time to get a feel for the market and see if they can generate any further competition in the home.
Now, if the agent turns around and says that they will consider offers prior to auction, everybody's natural question is to ask, well, what would the owners take and what would they sell for? Look, you can ask that question, but if they are considering offers prior to auction, ask them for a contract of sale and register your interest. You don't want them to do anything without at least letting you know about it. Once you've got that information, let them know that you'll be in touch. And on the next video, we're going to talk about actually how to come forward with that offer and what to look for when you negotiate.
Yeah, what are some of the psychologies around that? So we'll catch you on the next video.
Thanks, guys.